you see the quarterback handing off the ball to the running back, and the running back just effortlessly glides through the pack of players like it's absolutely nothing. How does that work? And what do we call that gap that they're running through? Well, before we get to that answer, hello, my name is Satan herself, or Satan isn't herself on Twitch, and I'm a pretty big football fan, so I wanted to help you all look good at your friends' Super Bowl parties by telling y'all a couple of tricks of the trade, some terminology, some fun stuff like that. Now, for our final one before the Super Bowl, I wanted to bring y'all something just a little bit more technical that you might more often hear on the broadcast rather than in your own living rooms, and that is gap schemes. So, how do we call the little gaps that the running back runs through? Well, it's actually based on the position of where that gap is in relation to the players. So when all of the players line up on the line of scrimmage, you're going to get little gaps between them. And all of those gaps actually have convenient names. So as you can see on the graphic here, we're going to go from the inside out. So any gap that's right next to the center player, who is the one who is going to snap the ball back to the quarterback, is called the A gap. And then the next one between the guard and the tackle is called the B gap. And then if there is a tight end lined up on the end, which the tight end's kind of a hybrid between a wide receiver and a sort of offensive defensive player in a respect on the offensive line, then you'd call that the C gap. And then between a tight end and a wide receiver, which is really just the edge of the field, is called the D gap. So if you hear on broadcast the announcer saying, wow, he threaded through that A gap absolutely beautifully, now you'll know exactly what that means, and you can use this to impress your friends at their Super Bowl parties. So enjoy the big game later today. Bye-bye.